Good morning, afternoon, evening. I don't know what time it is when you're watching this, but today the BRZ is going away. It's going away. I'm done dealing with this issue. I can't get this. I don't want to pull the transmission first of all and all these other things, but the BRZ is getting towed down to Subaru. It's getting towed down there for the valve recall, so that way they have to pull the engine. They got to pull the valve covers off. They need to get to the heads, pull out the old valve springs, put in the recalled valve springs, so that way our engine doesn't explode when we force induce it. You know, induce some force. But I did get some installs done on the BRZ. I didn't record them yesterday just because they're somewhat self-explanatory, and I have either done them on the STI and it's just a different application, but I will show you guys those here in a moment. Also, we have some pretty interesting stuff today. So a couple dealers actually got a hold of me for some reason, don't know why. Some of them have been interested in the STI for some reason. Not entirely sure why. I'm kind of curious to entertain kind of what they'd pay for the car, because I straight up told them, I was like, hey, you don't want to buy the car. It's heavily modified. You don't want it. And they're like, no, we have people that want to buy them. We have people that look for modified cars. I was like, you're not gonna pay me what I want for the car. So I'm a little interested, so I might swing over to one of those dealerships today just to see what they'd even offer for the car. But it's beside the point, beside the stuff. I don't plan on getting rid of the STI. Don't have any, you know, it's staying around, don't worry. But BRZ stuff, I wanna show you guys what I got installed on the BRZ because I'm a little excited for some of these smaller goodies. Oh, check this out. Well, blam, you can't see anything. Hold up. Check it out. Check it out. We got gauges. So I got the AEM boost and air fuel ratio gauges kind of installed in here yesterday. Whoop, wrong way. They look good. I like them. So this is like a Rexby dual pillar pod thing. I just used some plastic adhesive bonder to bond it to the OEM A pillar. Drilled a couple holes in the back of it, ran the gauges down on the back side of the dash. And now we got boost on the bottom, air fuel ratio on the top, and then oil pressure is gonna go right here. So that way we know if the car is gonna blow up or not after we boost it. But hey, gauges are in. They look good. They look relatively OEM too, which is the look that I always try to go for. Aside from the gauges, why is that Camaro doing that? The Camaro's like driving with his e-brake on out there. You can't really see this one too much, but right back here, there's a C-pillar brace that goes across the backside of the car just to help with power a little bit more. Just sits above the back seat back there, but hey, pretty happy with that one. And then the last little small part that I got on the car is just this rear strut tower brace. It's Cusco, it's carbon fiber, it's 2 bolts. You just gotta trim the carpet a little bit to get it to fit. But hey, I needed a small win after losing to that transmission. What are you doing, dude? It's like Camaro's like driving around with just squealing brakes. Like, why? What are you doing? So just a couple small updates on the BRZ. The gauges, they just have power. There's no sensors to them quite yet just because I have nowhere to put the sensors, obviously. God, I keep hearing this Camaro like doing weird like burnout stuff down there. And then those just couple like frame supporting strut tower braces just to help give us a little more chassis rigidity. So I'm excited for that. But let's get this thing down, where'd it go? Let's get that thing down to Subaru. So I have free towing that they said I could use for this on my insurance. I called them yesterday just to verify. So how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have to push the BRZ like out here in the parking drive area. I don't know, the driveway, Jesus, the parkway, driveway, same thing. So let's go call my insurance agency. Let's get a tow truck ordered. Let's get this thing down to Subaru. Let's have them fix this trans because your boy doesn't wanna pull that thing again.
As we make adjustments to help safeguard the health of our employees and I have detected that you're calling from 25331 to process your request. As soon as we have secured service, you will receive an automated message with the estimated arrival time of your service provider. You may disconnect.
122 is my ETA for the tow truck to get here. It is 11:53, so I guess I'll push the BRZ out of the garage and get it ready. Sick. Also, while we're here, I want to give a huge shout out to Ryan Martin. Thank you, Ryan. You sent over a, what is it? The overflow coolant burping funnel thing. Super awesome of you, man. You didn't have to do that, but I greatly appreciate it. Username RoughRider247365. Ryan, I greatly appreciate the gift you sent. If anyone does want to send anything over, I will drop the P.O Box down below in the description, but thanks, my dude. That's awesome of you. So let's get the BRZ pushed out of the garage and up into the driveway to get it ready for this flatbed that's showing up here soon. All right, do I have enough room to push you out? I'm gonna say barely. Now the only thing I can do is wait, so when the tow truck gets here, we'll keep going, I guess. Totally forgot about these. So while the car's at Subaru and while they have the engine pulled, I am going to have Subaru install these for us also, if I can get this open. We'll blam some Cusco motor mounts for the BRZ also, since I figured I have them, and since they're going to be pulling the engine out anyways, these will not be a bad idea for them to throw in while they're in there. It's only 2 bolts, well, it's only like 4 bolts, but same. So once the tow truck gets here, we will resume where we left off, but for the time being, I guess I'm just on standby until the tow truck gets here. We got the chain unstuck.
It was in there.
Dude, that thing was a pain. I thought the axe was gonna do it. Axe did not. And off it goes. Goodbye, BRZ. All right, now off we go to Subaru to go talk to Matt to see what the status will. Oh, hello. To see what the status will be on the BRZ. Hopefully, it's not too long. And
so what happened? So the issue is when it came up onto the tow bed, the chain went into the hole?
Yeah, the chain went into the hole, and then the chain wouldn't come out of the hole. So we tried a small normal hammer, then we tried a pry bar, then we tried a crowbar, then we tried a ball peen hammer, then we tried a wedge, then we tried the axe, and a series of other tools. And eventually the ball peen hammer worked. There's another tow truck. Hello. The whole thing of hay. The whole thing of hay is just in there. So we just got down to Subaru. I don't see the BRZ here yet, so I'm going to go check in with service, see if it's gotten dropped off. If it has been, we'll get everything kind of taken care of. We'll come back to the car. I want to look around the lot a little bit too, because I'm assuming we're gonna have some time to kill. So I'll be back here shortly, and I'll let you guys know what the service department says about the BRZ. Hopefully it's not too long of a turnaround time. So the car should be at Subaru for about a week. They said I could pick it up next Friday. So I'm gonna go kill a little bit of time. I'm curious what this dealer would pay for the STI as it is. So we're gonna go swing over to a Toyota dealership because they said they had a specific buyer who wanted the STI like mine. So swing over there. I'm not gonna record anything at the dealership because dealerships don't really like it whenever you bring a camera onto their property. So we're gonna go swing over there, knock that out. I am curious, so I'll update you guys with whatever they say. So let's, I don't know, see what they'll offer for this turd. All right, we are back in the garage. I do apologize for the echo. Maybe if I talk this way, it's not gonna be as bad, but we got the STI in here right now since the BRZ is at the dealership getting fixed. But I'm actually really surprised for what the dealership offered me for the STI. So it's a modified 2017 limited STI with just under 30,000 miles on it. The dealership offered me like just under 35,000. It's actually not bad for that thing. However, it is going to take more for me to sell that car, but they were trying to sell me on a 2020 Supra. It was pretty tempting. It's actually still kind of tempting, to be honest. But there's really, after sitting down and thinking about it, there's really, I mean, at some point, yes, I'm going to sell the STI for another car. But however, I don't think that's going to be for 7 to 8 months. And when that time comes, the only thing that I want to sell this thing for is my dream car, which is a 2007 to 2012, somewhere in that year range, Porsche 911 Turbo. It's a car I've always wanted, and it's a car that one day I hope to achieve to be able to get. But it's gonna take a little more than $35,000 for me to sell this STI, but I'm very, very appreciative of the offer from them. That was very generous of them on their part. They went way above MSRP to try to get me into a Supra if I wanted to go that route. And you know, it's very, very tempting to do because the Supra, that'd be a fun car to have. Like this thing, that'd be fun to have. The price on the Supra, what was it? It was $53,000 though. It's a little more than I want to spend right now. It's actually a lot more than I want to spend. But I'm happy with the STI. There's still things that I want to do with this car before selling it. But one day that time will come when we decide to sell the STI and move on to the next car. But it's not going to be for a while. But when that time comes, it is only going to be for my dream car. And I still love this thing. But yeah, it was fun. It was a very, very humbling offer from them, so greatly appreciated. But anyways, the BRZ, we should be able to pick that one up next Friday. So once we get that one back, hopefully the turbo kit shows up this week. I've been on standby for like 4 weeks from MA Performance at this point, waiting for this turbo kit. I think I was originally told like 3 to 4 weeks for the turnaround time on a BRZ turbo kit. So I'm not quite sure when I will get it at this point. But we do have some other parts in the back of the garage. You can see the BRZ bumper back there too. We do have some other parts that we need to install on the BRZ when we do get it back, like that oil pressure gauge and some other gauges in there. And I will definitely make some videos on those ones, but I do have some discussion and topic videos coming up for you guys in the next couple days while we are in between getting the BRZ back and working on the STI, because I have some brake pads I got to throw on the STI, and maybe we'll do a brake pad video breaking down some brake pad stuff, because that'd be a fun one, right? But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. Super, super nice of them to give me such a generous offer on a used STI. Keep in mind that these are dealership prices, and dealerships try to go generally under MSRP, so that way they're able to resell the car and make some money. But super nice of them, greatly appreciated. BRZ, we pick that one up here soon when we get it back. We're gonna keep chugging along on that build. But if you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that little thumbs up, turn it blue, like the Subaru. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up. Do it in one of these corners. Not sure which one I'm going to put it in quite yet. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo! Would be kind of cool to have a Super though.